Hey, what's up, fish fam? I thought I would show you this new toy I got. I got one of these Marina holding and breeding box. It's a hang on the outside of the tank breeding box that holds or connects to an air stone so that it actually flows water through there and it's got an overflow on it. So let's open this up and see what we get in the box. Looks like we get the actual holding tank and a bag of accessories. And it's packaged really nice. I bought this on Amazon. It was like $8, so super cheap. This is the large version. There's also a smaller and a medium one, I think. And it was a really good price. So I bought it with a couple other things I got on there. And then there's an intake tube and a strainer and a check valve and a little piece of airline tubing. And it comes with these little feet that go on the bottom that keep it from leaning so that it sits on the tank correctly, and those are adjustable, so you pop those on the bottom. It also has adapters in it for rimless tanks so that you can use it on a rimless tank. And that's me checking out the directions so that I hook it up appropriately. Not sure I like how it works with a glass lid, but I suppose I can deal with that. It's got dividers in it, so you can actually do 3 different compartments. I'm probably going to take those out just because I'd rather have more space. I'm probably going to use this for baby Cory cats in the future, or possibly as like a collection spot for things that I need to catch out. So strainer goes on the bottom. That's an extender tube in case you want to go down further in the water. That's the little cap that goes on the top. And then the airline tubing plugs into that strainer in the bottom so that it pulls water from the tank. And then they also send a check valve so that you don't drain your tank, and to regulate the airflow that goes through there. And I don't know about y'all, but those things are usually a pain in the neck to get on the airline, so I gotta struggle with that for a minute while you watch my betta there in the background showing off. And recheck the directions, make sure I'm not doing anything stupid. And moving on to plugging it in. So then you just pop it down into the little channel that it's got on one side. And make sure it's nice and snug in there. And then that airline, I actually had to take the check valve back off because that airline goes up and under another piece of plastic under there. So you run that up through there. Right there. There it is. Okay. Pull it up. Make sure it's not kinked. And kudos to my husband for his amazing filming abilities. Look at all those baby guppies and their proud dad. Alright, so plug the check line back in, check the directions, make sure I'm doing stuff correctly. And that's what it looks like when it's all hooked up. So we've got it plugged into my airline gang valve over there. Turn that on, it starts spraying water out. That works pretty nicely. And then there's actually a little strainer piece over on the other side. That's where the overflow is. If you see that on the right hand side, that little bar with the little slats in it, that's to keep any babies from ending up back in your tank. I'm probably going to put a piece of sponge there just to be on the safe side. And that's what it looks like, all hooked up and running. So we'll see how this thing works out. I'm definitely going to have to keep it clean because it shows fingerprints. But anyway, cool. Later.